where the big horners roam, where the mole rat and the fire gecko play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and my skin is not glowing all day.
Namaste, Stacey Spaniard i witam w kolejnym odcinku Smutki wybaz Droga przez Pustkowia. Było tak ciężko, że musiałem przejść fragment gry bez was, ale ledwo pokonałem Ulyssesa, który próbuje wystrzelić atomówkę, by zniszczyć Republikę Nowej Kalifornii i połowę tego, co zdążyło się odbudować, a ja mam teraz moralny dylemat. Co zrobić? W sumie to spróbuję anulować start.
Experiment log 369248/A. iBot Duraframe Universal Interface Override System. This is Dr. Whitley presiding. Initial tests of the override system are promising. Against unsecured or lightly encrypted targets, the iBots have a 98% success rate. More heavily protected systems are still problematic. Military-grade encryption presents a very real possibility of critical overload of key systems. We've stopped tests before any robots were destroyed. But if we don't address the problem, our iBots will fry themselves hacking military networks.
Czyli mamy problem, ale w sumie poświęcenie robota, choćby nie wiem jaki on by nie był, jest małą ceną za życie tysięcy ludzi, tak? Pomijając fakt nawet, że to nie wiem. Wiem, że nie ma innego wyjścia, no. Polubiłem Eddie, wiem, że niestety pierwowzór wyleciał w powietrze. Nie wiem. Chociaż masz rację. Nie będę cię zatrzymywać. Żadnej Eddie. Ja chyba powinienem spieprzeć. Eddie! No! No raczej.
At the end of the struggle, only one courier remained in the heart of the divide. The true courier. Courier 6. The courier tore the ancient flag of the Commonwealth from its cables and cast it over the corpse. Though whether done as a sign of respect or in anger for what had been endured to reach this moment, that is unknown. Interpretation is something best left to history, and only the surviving courier would ever know for certain. As for the courier, he turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes. Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
Wow. Było zacnie. Udało mi się przetrwać i powstrzymać zagładę. Pies to mnie uwielbia. Percepcja czy damage do interwencji. Punkcik. Wej! Teraz zrobię zapis. I co my tu mamy za pyszności? Wiele nie mogę wziąć. Jestem bardzo przeciążony. Wezmę to pytanie. To się przyda. Ostatnia wiadomość Wisesa. Tym bardziej. Dobra. W sumie czegoś bym się pozbył. Nie, to się sprzeda. Na dwie tapie. Tej się pozbędę. Dobra. Mogę. Dobra, to zatrzymajmy tą ostatnią. Co sobie zrobię? Nocy popas fantastyki.
Last tape, last message. In case you best me. If you're hearing this, you have, through blood or word, this message and all that lies with it. It is for you, courier. If you want to know the why of things. This world, I've walked a good part of it. I stopped only because of you. What you did gave me pause. Long ago, I crossed the Colorado, the first among the legion to see Hoover Dam in all its glory. An old world wall, yet bridging two sides. And beyond it, a symbol of a two-headed bear. An idea great enough won or lost. The bull needs to fight, needs the challenge. Without it, it falters, dies in the dust. Might be a lesson there in you and me. Leave the thought behind the message to you. My message is this. The destruction that has been wrought
Jeszcze
at
nie.
Pride or elsewhere,
Później.
you can stop
Jeszcze mi się nie chce. Nie chce mi się.
again.
Jeszcze.
It will keep happening. If war doesn't change, men must change. And so must their symbols. Even if it is nothing at all. Know what you follow, courier. Just as I followed you to the end. Whatever your symbol, carry it on your back and wear it proudly when you stand at Hoover Dam.
Wow. Dobra. Tu wiemy już wiele. Przydałoby się trochę obczaić sobie ten ładny przechowiec. Na pewno ładny. No dobra. Jeszcze hełm. Całkiem nieźle. Fajnie. Ale lepiej on ma statystyki. Tak by the way. Nie bardzo. Okej. Ja bym chciał się udać do zbytnicy. Lol. Kolejny bóg. Już jeden miałem. No. Nie mam chyba. Coś źle pipnąłem pewnie. Miałem takiego buba, że obniżyło mi staty do zera. Wszystkie umiejętności. I nie było to miłe. No i coś fajnego. To by the way, amunicja. Czy to było? Aha. Myślałem, że to jest za armor. Coś fajnego. Nie. Szkoda. Amunicja na 5 mm raczej. Zapić, ile tego miałem? Jakieś 5 mm. O! Dziękuję bardzo. Teraz to zbrojenie. Tego w ogóle nie używam, więc dziękuję. Granaty zapalające mogą się przydać. Montowane ramię karabin maszynowy też tego nie chcę. To snajperka. Ja nie mam amunicji? To nie mam. Ja sobie zostawię. Ale 5,56. Nie, to też zostawię. Okej.
Come back and see us again soon.
Dobra. Zapisik. Jak to moje obciążenie? Teraz lepiej, ale też Nic, no nic, tyle bym sobie tego życzył. Ten detonator nic nie waży. I dobrze. Dobra, to idziemy na nocny pokaz fantastyki naukowej. Dowiemy się, co tam się dzieje. Zaczniemy sobie nowy dodatek. O, satelita spadł. No, mamy 30. Czym dźwignie się zdołasz wyżej wielkiej puści w każdej chwili po ukończeniu zadania. Podziałam. What the hell? Boom.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind.
Idealizacja.
Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome. A huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
Okay. Dowiedz się, gdzie jesteś. Tobie pytanie. Czy my mamy sobie piżamkę? Teraz zrobimy ten hełm uzbrojenia. Na razie też. Okej. Do zlewu. Cóż, okej, nie będzie. Niech to będzie zlew. Okej. I żyrówka. Co za... Widzicie sobie włości. Aha. Okej. Też. Aha. Jakaś zbroja. I ci coś. Aha, chyba mapa. Nieważne. O. Ładna muzyczka. Aha. Fajnie.
I thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about?
Dobra.
Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us. It can only be... If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you. Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine. Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye. Mobius. Always the same broadcast.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Except Dr. Mobius, and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? A, I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain?
Przepraszam,
Scope that out.
czy ja mogę...
We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us.
Jakie zobaczami? Ten tego? Wyście myśleli... What?
We removed your brain. Yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
Aha. Fajnie.
Yeah, Abe, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the,
The Tesla coils in its head.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never... Reminds me of my days in a...
Aha. Przeżyłem wyższej medycyny. Dobra, ale co byś ci ze mnie wczesnej zrobili?
That is my responsibility. Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart.
No cóż, aha. Okej, czyli co? Przedmioty lecznicze, aha. Fajnie.
Wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
Wiem, weźmy. Aha. Dobra, mam nadzieję, że nic innego i też równie istotnego mi nie wycięliście.
spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae.
W sumie racja.
Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
To be correct, you should say, the autodoc took out your brain. It did all the heavy lifting. It has never worked so hard before. It was unusual. It worked so hard on your surgery, it destroyed its own memory. How odd. I bet your brain remembers what happened.
That autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of them.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science.
Aha. Dobra, jeśli... Dobra, ja chcę spróbować. Więc wam pomogę.
Yes. It is our only chance. A desperate plan that came to us after Mobius's first broadcast. Maybe, just maybe, if we reclaim these buried technologies, we can put an end to Mobius and the horrors spawning from the Forbidden Zone. The plan is very complicated. We are still calculating how it would work if it succeeded. That is our part of the plan.
Aha. Czy waszym planem jest wymyślenie planu, po tym jak pan... Dobra, nieważne.
No.
You are equipped to retrieve the technologies with your primitive form. We are not.
It's kind of embarrassing. You have hands, and a heartbeat, sort of, and eyes, mostly the hands. There's door handles and lockers.
No zaraz.
Enough!
Nie
We need
biegam.
your help. Will you help
No
us?
powiem ci to. Dobra, pomogę im.
Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers.
No.
They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
Nie zdarzy
8
się.
is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us.
Okej. Co za coś nie robię?
The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at
The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8's sonic soundwave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be minimal, by our standards. If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from us. We do not bestow these old world gestures lightly.
Aha. Dobra.
What illogic is this? Keep your filthy penis-tipped feet out of our labs and secrets.
There are things here no lobotomite was meant to see. Things that would astound and possibly terrify. Terrify!
Yeah, we don't come into your lab and decant your solutions.
Only the magnificence of our monitors allow for true comprehension of the wonders of Big Mountain. Shield your jellied eyes lest they burn from your skull.
You would not dare.
Ośmielę się.
Perhaps I can change your mind, using the greatest of our sciences, the fence.
Protu.
The radar fence that surrounds the Big Mountain crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking...
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one. Click, click, click.
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. It is tough, but the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such degradation would take many lifespans. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience and conveyance. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink.
Oh, Dr. Klein? Dr. Klein? If I may intersect for a moment.
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My receptors can't take it anymore.
I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module.
Ludzie. Co to za banda probanców? Wiem, że rozmowa z nimi jest długa, ale jednocześnie ciekawa.
It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite speaks. So, if we have the sound wave, sonic projecto thing gun, then what in Heisenberg's name do we need from X8? Anyone?
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us. The sadness of my high school days, the sadness of my youth lost.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was call me Fink Tattletale and all the kids you hated, you little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter. Does it have an audio effect frequency loaded?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun. Getting it warmed up.
Co?
Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give it a little sonic sterilization first. Alright. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco Turnlink code spew from the device. It is clean.
Fajnie.
What did it say? Spit lead? What, like pencils?
Oh, I think it wants a combustion pistol.
A gun? Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns kill. Leave big open holes in you that are like sores, but worse.
Dr. 8 is correct. We already have given the teddy bear a lethal sonic death ray, filled with his sonic ejaculate and sterilized by my soft oohing. Giving the teddy bear a gun would be the equivalent of following a glass of hemlock with an Abraxo chaser. Delicious and redundantly deadly.
If we're going to bring the Socratic method into it, fine. Give the Loboto bear a combustion gun. Burroughs, don't you have something like that? Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns... Wait, I said that already. Yes, I have the Cyberdog gun, with the little floppy metal ears and the curious nose sensor. Here. Fine. Done. That gun makes me uncomfortable anyway. Always worried it's going to hump my chassis. Anything else, lobotomite?
Damn. Amunicja.
Fine. Borrow some more ammo. The good stuff.
Top shelf ammunition. Let's see. Hollow point? That's worthless, but tasty. Oh, and here's some JFP. As if bullets need jackets. The JFP might make it ill and poop a lot, but when you're hungry, you're hungry.
Dziwne. To zostało wysterylizowane.
The sonic emitter should be sterilized and more than enough for you to encircle your warm hands around, cradling it gently with your finger muscles.
Careful where you're pointing that. That device wasn't always a weapon. It was more like a force field kind of thing. Once.
Force fields prevent us from moving. Forward.
They are.
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in Big Mountain. When some of us lost our access passes, Dr. O.
That only happened once. And I know you were behind stealth fielding my lab keys, Dala. You form...
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
Plenty of rewind
Yeah.
going on, and you're...
Yes. Maybe. Well, no, not currently.
Yeah, we lost that part of the schematics. Or Boros did. In one of the stupid labs. Or inside one of them.
It is lost. All
Szczerze cię pominam, ale...
Fine, so, yes. Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their...
Okej, wyrzucę i tak dalej.
Well, good.
Wait, is it leaving? But, Dr. Klein, I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at. My monitor radar slowly...
No! That would put it too close to us. It could press buttons, turn lights on and off.
We could give it Mobius's old room.
O, bardzo
First
dobrze
brain got
stanąć.
scooped out anyway.
Cześć!
And plus some of its parts are... Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there? Went literal.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of
Cześć,
there.
ja biegam.
Been putting that off too long.
It says let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there. With my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free has swayed me. Here, I
Okay.
present... Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean, or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. It will cater to most of your hormonal whims.
Okej.
Are there other chips?
Are you echoing what he said, or are you asking for real?
He's asking, yes. Dr. Klein, there are many other personalities. If you recall, you hurled them off the sink balcony after your argument with Mobius.
It is not an argument if one is clearly right and the other is clearly wrong. I remember now. Yes, lobotomite. There are other chips. If you want, fine. But you should stay out of those. No exploring and discovering things. The Sync Central Intelligence should be enough.
Ta jest prosta.
Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but don't force it. We can't recode them if you break it. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are depleted. Now go. Rest in the sink if you must, but...
If you're done, can we move again? My biogel's starting to crampagulate.
Of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I'm surrounded by...
Wreszcie. Jesus. Ja, wytyczna. Na pewno. Dobra. Za duże obciążenie. No, rzeczywiście. Czegoś później będę sobie poradzę. Dobra, ja się z wami żegnam. Trzymajcie się. Hej!